Meteorologist Alana Brophy. Have you ever seen a volcano up close, Alana?
Yes, the Vail volcano. That's right there in southern Utah. Yeah. No, not active, but gosh, when you look at that video and you see that plume of lava continuing to flow, that is mesmerizing. That is incredible to see, and something anybody can really soak in and go, wow, we live on such an interesting planet. So much going on. Tonight, we're talking inversion here in the Beehive State. I want to show you our A+ garage camera. The sun's going down. It was highlighting what you see here. This is our inversion layer that started to build over the weekend in the haze. Now noticeable. Look how clear the skies are above the inversion layer. It's beautiful, and temperatures are warmer. Again, that's Nelson Peak, and it looks stunning. Live view from Tooele, where you can make out that valley haze. You can't even really see Antelope Island, and typically you can from our ABC4 camera in Tooele County. The inversion layer is fairly high and will continue to build. It is a stubborn inversion, and we are very quiet with our weather pattern, meaning that as we get through each day, we could see this rise. The bench is already dealing with that haze, and we know that will continue. Temperatures moderated a little bit due to that inversion haze. That will continue as we make it through the week. Right now, we're sitting at 38 in Salt Lake and dropping, a cold overnight ahead. 30s in northern Utah and the Wasatch Back. Look at Heber at 39, and we're cooler in Salt Lake. Really gives you the idea that the higher elevations above that inversion layer warming with that warm air overhead. 30s and 40s on the eastern side of the state, 56 in St. George. Temperatures this time of year average right around 38, so we're close to that, but that is due to inversion. We'll see freezing numbers by ABC4 News at 10, and the haze sets up. By this time tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about patchy fog because we will see nocturnal fog developing with this inversion haze. High pressure keeping us dry, a few clouds sneaking underneath our ridge of high pressure, which you probably saw out there. When we get high pressure this time of year, it comes at a cost. It's sinking air, and so we get this subsidence that causes stable conditions. But this time of year, we trap that cold air on the valley floor. We don't see storms come through. We actually push the storm track fairly high, and storms go around us, and we just have the pollutants getting caught on the valley floor, and that does impact our health in the short term and the long term. If you're outside for a longer period of time, you could see some headaches, respiratory irritation. If you have asthma, it can often be aggravated. Tomorrow, we anticipate unhealthy air in Salt Lake County again for sensitive groups. The DEQ putting this out. Moderate air for the Wasatch Front and the Wasatch Back. So Wasatch County is part of this, as well as Box Elder and Tooele counties. Cleaner on the eastern side of the state and down south, and that's actually where we're going to see that warming trend where temperatures will rise. Sunset tonight from our Black Desert Sky Cam. Pretty shot there as the numbers were above average. You're going to watch this high pressure just stay in place. It's not just Utah, the entire western United States being impacted by this as the jet stream is pushed further north. We're watching those storms go around us. As we get towards the close of the work week, winds will start to pick up and we could get some mixing, and a trough is headed towards the Rockies and the middle of the country. That mixing could take the edge off the inversion. I'm hopeful. I'm an optimist, but we don't know. It's kind of far out, so we're going to watch it closely. I'll keep you posted. But as you can see, the high pressure really dominates the weather story, keeping us dry, not just for the next 7, but the next 6 to 10. Not looking promising, as temperatures will be above average throughout the west and or dry. We were hoping dry January didn't apply to the weather. Unfortunately, it does seem like it will right now. 40s tomorrow in Cache Valley, but 30s only in Salt Lake. 40s on the eastern side of the state, 58 in St. George. So you can see where the warmth is, a few more clouds coming through. As we look at the next 7 days, you're going to see 60s returning to Washington County. Lots of sunshine, dry conditions, pretty quiet. Here is the Wasatch Front, where you notice those numbers. Hazy conditions staying right around the 30s, and you can see that we have those conditions holding steady. We could break that into the weekend. My fingers are crossed. But for now, we'll send it over to Sports Director Dana Green. Maybe you have a little better news than this inversion haze, Dana.
Yeah, the only hazy I like is beer.